guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to yet another weekly home fragrance roundup, the video that goes up most Saturdays here on my channel, where I share all of the fun home fragrance that I was using over the course of the past week. So what I was crocking, what I was lamping, what I was burning, what I was melting. You know, we're just gonna talk all things smelly in this video here. If you are new to my channel, I do all of this alongside my trusty assistant, Alf. He's actually in my lap, so let me introduce you. If you're new, this is Alf. Well, a part of Alf. He's taking his mid-morning nap. Alf is a 3-year-old pug who is my constant companion and sidekick, if you will. He's in the background of a lot of my videos. You'll hear him kind of trotting around on the hardwoods or, you know, snoozing. Usually he's taking a nap. So the snoring, the sneezing, the snorts, whatever else you hear in the background, especially on your earbuds, if you're listening with those in, that is courtesy of Alf. So my aim here is to, I don't know, basically foist my love of pugs upon all of you as well. I'm trying to give you a taste of what it's like to live with these little clowns. It's a very noisy endeavor. So at any rate, you guys, I hope you had a fantastic week. Let me know what you were up to. Let me know if you have any exciting plans for the weekend. More importantly, let me know what you were burning and melting this past week. Were there any winners, any real losers? I actually had a little bit of a very surprising experience with a Kringle product this week that I'm gonna address. So yeah, I've got a little bit of like a dud situation, and it's honestly one of my first. So I'm really surprised by this, but we'll discuss. So before we get into it, check out the description box down below. It's a plethora of information. I've got my Candle Crock and Candle Lamp 101 videos down there. I've got a video all about candle hurricanes. I've got ideas for what to do with your leftover wax. There's also information about sales that are happening this weekend at the candle companies that I tend to frequent. I have discount codes for both Kringle and HomeWorx. If you want to try to save a little bit more money and you're planning on making a purchase there, I'll put the discount code in the description box down below. Do keep in mind those are affiliate discount codes, so don't use something like that if you're not comfortable with it. But yeah, there's a ton of information down there. There'll be links to everything that I'm sharing here. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with a little tour of what is currently burning around the house right now. I do have 3 candles going. I usually only have like 2 candles going at a time, but I'm making a little bit of an exception today. We'll take a look at what I am using underneath my candle lamps as well as what's in my crock. So let's go ahead and hop on that little tour, and then we'll pop back here to discuss all of the other candles and wax melts from this past week. So let's hop to it. So right behind me as I am filming today, I have Bath & Body Works Raspberry Rosé going. I just reviewed this candle a few days ago, and I love it. I really love this particular raspberry scent. I heard some people say that it was a repackage of the raspberry and whipped vanilla. I don't think it's a repackage of that. I think it's actually a repackage of their raspberry mimosa. I don't get any vanilla from this one, so I really think this is the raspberry mimosa essentially. So if you've been waiting for that one to come back, it's raspberry rosé now, and it's really, really good. I'm having such a great experience with this one, and she's also quite potent. So if you're in the market, I would highly, highly recommend picking this one up. All right, here in the entryway, I have the Bath & Body Works Bridgerton Collection Diamond of the Season. Listen, I am not a like Bridgerton diehard. In fact, I've never seen a single episode. I know. I'm interested in it, and I'm thinking that I might consider watching this Bridgerton series here, but it's probably honestly not going to be this summer. I'm not a big TV person to begin with, and I definitely don't watch a lot of TV during the summertime. So, but this might be a good thing for me to start in the fall. Let me know if you're a big Bridgerton fan. This is actually one of the candle reviews that you will be seeing tomorrow. So if you're interested in my thoughts, make sure that you are subscribed. That way this should pop up in your subscription feed. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so this is the last candle that we are talking about. I typically actually don't even have this many candles lit at any given time. So anyway, I'm making a little bit of an exception today because I am testing this vacation candle. This particular candle is not going to be for everybody. I picked this one up despite the kind of outrageous price point for the size. This is definitely that more like expensive. I don't know if it's considered like luxury price point quite yet, but Vacation is a, it's not even a perfume. It's an eau de toilette that I absolutely adore. I went through an entire bottle of it last year. The Vacation sunscreen company, if you're not familiar, their products are sold over at Ulta, obviously through their own website as well. But I became familiar with them because they launched over at Ulta a couple years ago. And I love this smell of their sunscreen, you guys. If you are looking for a very classic, like 1980s, 1990s sunscreen kind of smell, where you almost get like that touch of like, you know, like Lycra from your swimsuit, the pool chlorine, the like hint of banana, the smell of like a coconut suntan lotion, like all of that is wrapped up into this particular fragrance. And it is heavenly, you guys. It is so good. Anyway, since I went through a bottle of the eau de toilette, I wanted to test out the candle. So you guys will see a review of this probably this next week. I'm not quite at the halfway point yet, so still kind of making my way through it, but it is just a one wick. I think this is like 6 ounces, 6 or 8 ounces, somewhere around there. So it's not a big candle. It's got kind of a hefty price tag, but oh God, it does smell good, you guys. It smells just like the perfume. So, I know. But listen, I know most of you are going to be like, you're a dummy. I can't believe you spent that much on a one wick candle. Yeah, maybe. But God, it does smell good. Anyway, all right, let's hop back to it. Here on the kitchen island, by the way, I have you guys like awkwardly zoomed in so that you can't see the mess in my kitchen right now. We did not do dishes last night before going to bed, so it is a freaking disaster in here right now. But anyway, smells great though. This is HomeWorx Cotton Candy. I never actually reviewed this one when it was first released, and I just received it in PR from HomeWorx. So I am working on burning this one. Spoiler, I really like this scent, but it is just a little bit light. So that being said, I'm not quite at the halfway point yet, so I'm still hoping that maybe there's like a stronger like scent pocket in here, because what I am getting from this right now, I really do love. So, but yeah, I'm excited to finally actually be able to review this one. So anyway, that's what's happening here in the kitchen. Let's talk about the one candle lamp that I'm using and go through the candle crocks. Okay, we are in the absolute cave that is my office right now. This is the candle lamp that sits right next to my desktop over here. So this week I have been enjoying Village Candle Sweet Tea. You guys, I think I bought this candle at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's or Home Goods or something, someplace like that, a very long time ago. I actually remember moving this from our old house, and we've been living in this house for 6 years now. So this poor candle, like I've had it for such a long time, and I just keep like shuffling it around and never actually using it. So I found it in one of my like random places that I like to squirrel candles away in my house, and I was like, holy crap, I totally forgot about this. It's paraffin. Okay, so this is the, I don't know much about Village Candle, honestly. Most of what I've purchased from them is through like the different discount stores. But this one is definitely a paraffin formulation. They might have other formulations available at this point. Like I said, I'm not super familiar, but I do really like this particular scent. I just don't like the way that paraffin burns, so I prefer to melt it, and so I'm melting this week, and it smells so good, you guys. I really like this scent. And I forget how much I enjoy these like sweet tea scents during the summer. So listen, if you have one of these randoms just kind of floating around like I do, bust it out. And if it's paraffin, pop it underneath a lamp, or, you know, better yet, put it in a crock. Paraffin performs really well in a candle crock. So, but this one here, I'm absolutely loving it and just smells so good in here. Anyway, let's move on to what's in my crocks. Welcome to my laundry room, which is the location for one of my favorite crocks of all time, the medallion crock. This one's discontinued. I know, I wish they would bring it back. Isn't it beautiful? It's really my favorite candle crock of all time. I have 2 of these, so I wish I had more though. Anyway, in here, I decided to place a completely brand new Kringle candle in Fairies Floss from the Fantasy Collection. The last time that I put a full Fairies Floss into one of my candle crocks, it gave me over 2 weeks of 24/7 fragrance. I'm someone who, once I turn my crocks on, I don't turn them off until all of the fragrance has dissipated. So anyway, yeah, this one's doing really well. And we are, I think this is the end of the first week. And it's still super, super potent. So it's at least another week of this one in here. And I really love it. I love this scent. I don't think it's currently available. I think they should re-release that Fantasy Collection. I just thought it was so fun. Anyway, that's what's happening in here and I'm really enjoying it. This is a nice, fresh, kind of fruity, floral type of scent. It is delightful. This is the candle crock in my master bedroom, and in here is Bath & Body Works coconut sandalwood. Totally spaced that for a second there. Yeah, it's coconut sandalwood. You can see that I burned it to just about the halfway point, and then I needed a candle to pop up here, and so this is what I chose, and we've been loving it in the master bedroom. I think this is definitely nearing the end of its life, however, so I'm gonna leave it through the weekend, but I'm probably going to turn the crock off maybe on Sunday or Monday, and I'll find something else to pop in here. But I've really enjoyed this particular coconut, and if you're looking for a muskier coconut scent, the coconut sandalwood is absolutely worth checking out. It's really, really delightful. So anyway, let's move on to the last candle crock. So in this last bedroom, I have another one of the gorgeous green medallion candle crocks, and in here is Vanilla Rose Cone from the Kringle Reserve Collection. This one is still going strong, so I think I have at least another like 5 or so days with this one. It's been in here for a week at this point. Again, 24/7. I recently reviewed the Vanilla Rose Cone. I'm really liking how this smells melting as well. It's a really beautiful scent, and if you are looking for a rose-based scent that has like a healthy dose of vanilla alongside it to kind of mellow the rose out, I would highly suggest this one. So yeah, what is that noise? That's really loud. Anyway, that is what I have in the last candle crock that I'm sharing with you guys today. Let's go ahead and pop downstairs and talk about what else I was burning and melting this week. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what is currently smelling up my house, if you will. I have to say, I am really vibing with this raspberry rosé, especially from Bath & Body Works. I think that's one of like the best raspberry candles that I have found. If you guys have some other suggestions for raspberry fragrances, I've already tried the raspberry and whipped vanilla from Bath & Body Works, so I know that one's available, and I do enjoy that one. But raspberry, maybe from some different companies. I feel like raspberry is one of those fragrances that's a little bit harder to come by. Like blueberry, lemon, strawberry, even peach candles, I feel like are available around every corner, but for some reason, I struggle with the raspberry scents. So if you have any suggestions, leave those for me in the comments down below. Anyway, I want to get started with something that is not candle or wax related at all, but it is kind of, I guess, fragrance related, if you will. I picked up a couple of the Bath & Body Works laundry detergents during my last haul that I did. I picked up the Raspberry Rainbow for myself and the 1,000 Wishes for my 12-year-old daughter who loves that particular scent. I am actually so impressed by how many of you moms out there sent me messages as well and said, yeah, my tween also really loves 1,000 Wishes, and like none of us understand why. It's such a like, it's kind of an older type of fragrance, I feel like, and it's just funny to see like a 12-year-old girl like just sporting the hell out of 1,000 Wishes. My kid loves it. She's 12 and she has loved this scent from Bath & Body Works for like several years. It's all that she asks for when we go into the store. So I got the laundry detergent for her laundry. I'm trying to encourage her to start doing her own laundry. She's 12, so the time has come for mommy to teach her how to do her own laundry. Teaching her how to fold it that's a whole separate story. We're just working on the washing and drying part right now. I don't know that she's ever going to be a laundry folding kind of girl. She's not giving me those vibes at all. But anyway, let me just tell you, we both really love this detergent. First of all, I think it gets the clothes really clean. I do have a front loader. I feel like most people are really anti front loader these days. I like front loading washers because the water consumption is quite a bit less. So I don't know. I'm one of those like Oregonian hippies that, you know, I think about stuff like that. So, but this works really well with the front load washer that I have. It's a very concentrated formula, so that's good. I don't have to use a lot. I will say, and some of you warned me about this, that if you don't use the fragrance booster alongside, and I don't like those fragrance boosters. I wish that I did, but I do find that over time they leave a waxy buildup on clothes. And I don't know, I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm just using the detergent, but I find that that gives a good amount of fragrance to the clothes. They are a little bit more fragranced, or you notice the fragrance a little bit more on the clothing when you air dry it versus popping it in the dryer. So I wonder if Bath & Body Works would consider coming out with, I don't know, dryer sheets wouldn't even matter because I don't use those either. I don't know. I wish there was a way to make laundry detergent like super fragranced without having to like, you know, get the boosters, if that makes sense. But overall, just as a laundry detergent, this is a wonderful product. And they usually have these on some kind of like BOGO sale. And then obviously, you know, get your coupons. I got each of the bottles for $11 and change when I had a 25% off discount, and they were like 2 for $30. So that was a really good deal. I will absolutely repurchase the Raspberry Rainbow for myself, and Stella has already asked me to keep buying her the 1,000 Wishes. So we're big fans. If you've never tried it, it's good. I like it a lot. Have you guys used the hair care? I'm really hesitant to get the hair care because I'm a little bit of a, I don't know, I'm pretty committed to a few like higher end hair care brands at this point in my life. Like I love my Pureology, I love my Virtue. I typically don't stray too far from those. But I do like some of the fragrances that come in the hair care line. Have you guys used it? Is it tearing your hair apart? Let me know. With my naturally gray hair, I'm really careful with it. I take very good care of it because I love my hair. So I try not to use drying products, obviously, and gray hair is prone to dryness a whole lot more than my blonde hair ever was. So let me know down below your experience with the hair care products. Stella has also been interested in those. I think I'm a little bit more inclined to buy them for Stella because she doesn't really like, she doesn't do a lot of damage to her hair in terms of like, you know, using a blow dryer or a curling iron or a straightener or anything like that. So I feel like it probably might be okay for her, but anyway, let me know. Okay, let's go ahead and start diving through some of these candles. So yeah, thumbs up. I'm a big fan. Okay. This has been in my downstairs bathroom for most of this week. Obviously, you saw that something's different in there right now, but this is the Nest Himalayan Salt and Rosewater from the Wellness Collection. I reviewed this as well as the Driftwood and Chamomile. I blew through both of these candles. I already finished the Driftwood and Chamomile a while ago. I blew through these candles because I loved the fragrances so much. They are not my usual like go-to types of scents, but they're just so well done and relaxing and beautiful and just sophisticated. Nest, I do think, has really like sophisticated, more elevated types of fragrances. They don't have a huge selection, but what they do have is usually done quite well. I will say I am someone who does not go beyond the 1 wicks with Nest, because every time I do and I try a 3 wick, it's a disaster by the halfway point. Like, the candle gets so sooty, so just discolored, and it affects the scent overall. So I don't know what it is, but I just cannot get the 3 wicks to work for me. But I love the Nest 1 wicks. These are absolutely beautiful, and they're also the most affordable when it comes to Nest. This is definitely like going up there into the more like luxury price point, because these 1 wicks are now retailing for $48. I remember when these were just $40, and it wasn't that long ago. So anyway, such is life. The march of time, the increase of prices. Speaking of other delicious things that I also love, but completely different vibe. This is the Bronzed Sunset. Oh gosh, so good. Very, very close to another beloved fave, another coconutty fave from Bath and Body Works. I adore this scent. It's a really like musky coconut. I will do an in-depth review of it, but as you can see, I'm not quite at the halfway point yet. And I really do like to get to the halfway point, especially with candles from Bath and Body Works, because these are still, this last haul has been quite good in terms of performance, but they're still hit and miss. There are some Bath and Body Works candles that by the halfway point, either the wicks just completely disappear, or it gets so sooty and gross that like I can't burn it anymore. In which case it goes into a candle crock for me. So I am not one to return things very often. But this one here, so far so good, and it's delicious. It's so good. Another one that I was enjoying this week is the Cherry Blossom and Soju. I've already, just Cherry Blossom Soju, not and Soju. Listen, this, I've already reviewed it. It is a total Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 dupe. So if you like that Boom Boom Cream scent, here it is in candle format. I love it. I get it. It's so good. Listen, if you love that Cheirosa 62 fragrance, this is so close. It's a little bit more floral, I will say, but so close. So close. Just really enjoyable, beautiful, great summertime fragrance. So if you're in the market, this is worth picking up. So really, really beautiful. Another coconut scent I was just enjoying the heck out of this week, and that I did go ahead and order 2 of for this summer when the BOGO sale was happening. This is Kringle Sea Breeze. This is such a great musky coconut scent. So I have it here in the 3 wick. I ordered it in the 2 wick because one, the 2 wick is potent enough, but it's a little bit more slow burning. These 3 wicks burn pretty quickly from Kringle. So it's great if that's what you're looking for, but they do burn a little bit faster. And I just love the label on the Sea Breeze. If you don't know what, go look at it. It just makes you want to go on a tropical vacation, even if you are not like a tropical vacation kind of girl. Like, I'm really not. I don't like the sun. I might be a vampire. Yeah, I avoid the sun at all costs, and I hate hot weather. It's the worst. But also, like, I deal with hot flashes at this point in life, so that's miserable. Who likes sweating all the time? All you summer people, like, do you just enjoy sweating? I don't. I never really have. So anyway, I stay where it is either in the shade or the air conditioning for most of the summer. But I do love me some summertime smells, and the coconuts are like big for me this summer. So if you're looking for a coconut that has a salty, beachy ocean air type of vibe mixed with a more sunscreeny, musky kind of coconut, just Seabreeze is your girl. I'm telling you, get her. So good. I love it. Love it. I did burn this a couple times this week as well. This is my beloved Kringle Jelly Donut. You guys know how I feel about this one. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with her. She is such, she's just delicious. This candle smells exactly like these donuts that you see on the front. They're jelly donuts. I believe they're also called Bismarck donuts. Is that right? Anyway, they're the ones that have the raspberry or like strawberry jam inside. I mean, I guess you can put any flavor inside of these, but this is like a raspberry strawberry jam concoction in the center of these delicious donuts here. I love this. It has not been restocked since the last time. So few things that we need to get on Kringle about, guys, if we can all just get on the same team here and start harassing the Kringle team in unison. We need to get the sweet things back. Where's the sweet things? Also, we need a relaunch or we need you to just pour more of this. Pour more of this, as well as the sprinkled macarons and the sweet cream. We would all love it. What else do we want? I think that's about it. Those are my only demands. But sweet things, like that's the big thing. As several of you have asked me, where is sweet things? I thought Kringle was gonna be relaunching that for this summer. I have not seen it yet, and I'm very disappointed. Sweet Things, by the way, is kind of similar to the Cherry Blossom Soju in that it's kind of a dupe for the Shirosa 62 fragrance. And I still have a number of the wax melts left over from last year, but I'm not even seeing wax melts on the website right now, and I need it to come back. So let's cross our fingers that it is coming back. If it's not, I think that is a not great decision. I do not support that decision. Okay, Starfruit Sangria. This has been elevated to one of my top new summer fragrances ever, like from Bath & Body Works. Have you smelled this? I don't know what it is about this particular scent, but this Starfruit Sangria has rocked my world. I love it so. It's so refreshing, and it's just fresh and fruity and refreshing and delicious and sweet, but not overly. It is, I would eat it, I would drink it, I would just want my house to smell like it all summer. This is fabulous. I also like the labels on this collection. These labels I think are really cute. I also like the textured aspect of these particular labels. They did a great job with this collection. They really did. All right, these are the candles that I finished, but before we get to the candles that I finished this week, let me talk about this bad boy right here. So this is one of my Kringle beloveds. It has been a beloved for a few years now for this spring summertime. This is their Sicilian Orange. If you are a big fan of the Nest Sicilian Tangerine, I think you would really like this one, but you have to know that this is more of an orange, and this also has a touch of like an herbal note in it as well. Some people don't like the herbal note. So this is one where I would say maybe try the Daylight or the Wax Melt first. I love it. I love this scent. It is so good. You guys, look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. You might be thinking, where are they? Yeah, I know, right? Like where? They are so tiny. Where did my wicks go? You guys, this candle put itself out. I didn't even have to blow it out. It just quit. This has never happened with a Kringle for me where the wicks just like dudded out. Normally Kringle's wicks are like rock star. I mean, I definitely trim between the burns, but like they stay decently long. And even when I have like over trimmed wicks in the past, like I actually over trimmed these wicks here on this jelly donut a few burns ago. Like they totally recovered. The wicks recovered. Something happened here where, I don't know, but I think honestly I'm gonna have to put this into a candle crock because it was twice this week that I tried to like get out a little bit of like excess wax to try to give the wicks a little bit more room to, I guess, breathe, if you will. get them out of like the wax pool. And they just kept like going to the little nub status. So I think this is just these wicks. I don't know what happened to them, but they are less than ideal. So it's fine. I actually need a new candle for my master bedroom candle crock. So I think I'm going to be moving this upstairs to the candle. Actually, maybe I'll move the fairy's floss upstairs to that crock, and I think I'll put this in the laundry room. I really love this one, and I want to smell it most days, and so I spend the bulk of my time in the downstairs. I work from home, so I work in my office, so I would like to smell this downstairs, I think, but I think I'm gonna have to crock it. How many of you have had this happen with a Kringle candle? Like I said, this is the very first time. I've had a couple people tell me like they had wicks that did this, and I was always just like, really? Like, that's super surprising because that is wick issues I've never had with Kringle. So I don't know. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know that was that. Okay, I finished this bad boy here. This is Country Candle Charred Pineapple. If you're new to Country Candle, this is under Kringle Candle, essentially. I burned this one outside in the backyard, so it's a little bit more schmutzy than my candles normally are because there's stuff from our like fireplace out there that probably floated into here. So, but the wick clips extinguished themselves. So I gotta tell you, this charred pineapple, if you're a pineapple person, this is really worth checking out. I am not a pineapple person. This was sent to me in PR, and I burned it outside because I just enjoyed it out back a little bit more. Pineapple in-home fragrance to me doesn't, I don't know, my nose doesn't really perceive it correctly a lot of times. So I prefer these types of scents outside because once they're like in the open air, I feel like they're a little bit more enjoyable because they're just not as intense, right? So, but if you're like just a normal pineapple lover, this is kind of a unique pineapple. It has a little bit of like a green type of note. It's not overly sweet, but it's definitely pineapple. You should check out my in-depth review. I did take the time to create playlists of all of my candle reviews, and I went ahead and like did it in terms of like brands. So there's a whole playlist for all of my HomeWorx candle reviews. There's an entire playlist for all of my Kringle and Country candle reviews, and then there's one for Bath & Body Works as well as Nest. I don't have them for like Voluspa or Candleberry, companies like that I've only tried a few scents from. So as I try more from those companies, I might create playlists for them as well. So, but anyway, finished that. I also finished the Watermelon Margarita already from the Backyard Barbecue collection. I loved this. I loved it so much. This is not the lid that came with it. This is, I save my old HomeWorx lids, especially the metal ones, because now we're getting these kind, which is late. I still don't love that they have not gone back to the old lids. Yeah, I know that's a sticking point for a lot of people, and I get it, but I do have a lot of older HomeWorx where, you know, I kept the lids, so I just switched the lids out. But at any rate, I loved this. It's really gonna bum me out to not order another one for this year, but I am very committed on using up these other candles that I already have from previous summers from HomeWorx. So that's my mission. Let me know what brand you're working on. I like to work on my candle collections by like brands. Like, I feel like that keeps me a lot more focused. So yeah, anyway. Also, Farm Stand Strawberry. This is from the Farm Stand trios that I purchased like 8 sets of a few years ago. So I'm working my way through those. Finished one of the Farm Stand Strawberries, and we'll be replacing it with a Farm Stand Peach next. So yeah, we're farm standing it around here. All right, ooh, we're making really good time today. Okay, yeah, so this was a candle that lived underneath one of my lamps, and I do make fire starters for our fireplace in our backyard, so I did go ahead and take the last little bit of wax out of the bottom of this to use for one of those fire starters. But this was a Christmas cupcake. I ordered, I think it was like 5 or 6 sets of these on QVC when it was released. Yeah, it's a lot. So I've been melting some of these underneath my candle lamps. No, you cannot fit a HomeWorx. I love these HomeWorx like candle crock questions that I get all the time. You cannot place a HomeWorx 4-wick candle into a crock. There are some 3 wicks from HomeWorx that do fit into candle crocks, but it's one of their very specific type of jars, and it's the ones that are white with just the very simple like lettering of what the name of the candle is. Those fit into crocks, but these guys here, this like limited edition hobnail would not fit into a crock. These don't fit into crocks. The crocks just aren't wide enough. So I use my lamps for all of my HomeWorx candles. If I had the money, I would definitely develop a candle crock that is larger, that could accommodate larger sizes of candles, but I don't know. I don't have the money for that. Also, I am not in manufacturing. I have no connections. I would love to be able to do that, but it's not gonna be a thing. So listen, if you wanna melt your HomeWorx candles, get a lamp. I have a couple of lamps linked in the description box that work really well with HomeWorx candles, so feel free to check those out. They're available on Amazon. They're pretty affordable, so I would say that's your best bet. So, but anyway, I finished another one of these. I think I only have maybe 2 or 3 left at this point, so I will continue to melt them throughout this summer. This is basically just like a buttercream, icing, and cupcake type of scent, so it's pretty basic. It's good for year round, so that's an empty. It makes me feel good. I was really lazy changing out my wax this week, so we're not gonna have a whole lot of Scentsy to talk about, but we will have a very large Scentsy summertime haul coming up next week. And actually tomorrow, I wanna share the whiff box that I popped into that haul. I've never, like I'll buy a whiff box every now and then. This one I got for a very specific reason. They included a body wash in there and a fragrance that I'm just absolutely in love with. So anyway, stay tuned for that tomorrow. But next week I will put up the like Scentsy summertime haul. I did a little bit of shopping because I was running low on summertime bars. Listen, I bit because 1, I needed more bars, and 2, there was also a flash sale. So there's that. Okay, but what did I actually use this week? All right, let's get them out. Is this it? That's it. Okay, 4. That's all I have for you. All right, Camu Camu. Did I order more of this? I think I got at least a couple more bars of this. I hope I did. If I didn't, I have to place another order. Camu Camu smells so good. This is such a great tropical. It's a very sweet, intensely sweet, tangy kind of tropical scent. So good. I love it. Some people think, however, this smells like cat pee. I don't know how you can get cat pee from this, but there's a lot of people that have told me, like, I cannot do Camu Camu. It smells like cat pee to my nose. I totally get that though, because to my nose, pear smells like BO a lot of times. I have to be careful with pear. Also, oddly enough, pineapple sometimes can smell like BO to my nose. So yeah, I have to be careful with those two, but that is delightful. And I don't get cat pee. So, all right, very vanilla. Okay, I really like this vanilla. It's a definite perfumey vanilla. It's sweet. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a gourmand, but it's a sweet perfumey vanilla, right? But it's so light. It is so light that even like standing next to it, I didn't really smell it very well. So I would say that I'm probably not going to repurchase this one myself. And if you like your cubes to be quite potent, not from this one. So I feel like I've smelled other vanilla fragrances from Scentsy that have been stronger. This one's just incredibly light. So, but then we have Sugared Strawberry, which is a powerhouse and also one of my summertime faves from Scentsy. This is, oh, it's so good. It's definitely more of a candied strawberry, and it also has some lemon in it. It's just really, it's fresh, it's refreshing, it's sweet. It smells like, almost like strawberry lemonade in a way, but a little bit more focus on the strawberry than like the lemonade part. It's just delicious. I love this one. And then we all know how I feel about Happy Birthday. The Happy Birthday is in my club, so that's how I have a bunch of these. It's not currently available. You can always vote for it when it comes up for voting and bring back my bar. And I feel like it comes back somewhat frequently. So this smells like funfetti birthday cake to me, but some people think this smells like chocolate marble cake. So again, let me know down below. Are you team chocolate marble cake or are you team funfetti birthday cake? I don't know. I feel like there's a very hard divide between those two. Like you either get one or the other. I definitely smell the funfetti birthday cake. So anyway, you guys, that's everything. It's everything that I have for you. And Alf did so well. Can everyone give Alf just a round of applause here? He just was so patient and just sweet. Such a sweet boy. He loves his naps. That's why he's so well behaved. He loves to sleep. All right, you guys, let me know what you're burning and melting in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys being here. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and stay tuned for 2 candle reviews and a look at a whiff box tomorrow. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.